Are we almost done with this map? Nah, we got a little bit to go yet, Ged. Lot more to recycle. In fact, I did a little prep work the other day and plotted out the route in order to be able to get up here to get... There's a pipe down here, and there is another pipe right here. So I plotted those out, how we can get those ones picked up. I got all the vehicles that we're going to need are up here, up at the plant, ready to go. We got the crane, the mule, the Zix, 2 Wayfarers. Actually, I believe I got 2 cranes out here. I even got the little tank crane parked up over here. So we've got some vehicles out here. We need to use the mule in order to get these 2 pipes that are at the top of this hill, because it is going to be the easiest way to do it. And that is where we are going to start. As soon as I welcome everybody back to Roadcraft, back to the cleanup crew, I am HeadX, your host, and this is HeadX Roadworks. And with that said, let's get some stuff picked up. So, we're going to need to jump into the mule. And go after a couple of pipes. Hey, Lane and Wayne, how y'all doing? Coming by to leave a like? It's your anniversary today. All right, happy anniversary, man. Enjoy yourself. Appreciate the like. You guys put on some good shows yourselves. Alrighty. Appreciate catch up watching this one later. Alright, appreciate you, man. Like I said, enjoy your anniversary. Now I believe it is the next turnoff after that that I want. Yes. We still have this island and then the center island that we have to finish cleaning up. Now this pipe that's down here on the bottom, I'm going to wait and grab that one after I get the one up top. As soon as I figure out how to drive through here without crashing into everything. We'll pick that one up on the way down. Oof. That would be a wall. Good retaining wall. Hey Adam, how you doing? How's the factory coming? There we go. Kind of wanted to push that over the other day, but the Scout wouldn't do it. That one I don't really need to worry about. It's kind of far enough over. There she is. Found myself hitting the R1 button looking for my brake again. Alright, now let's get back out of here. It's probably going to take a little while to do these last two islands just because of how much further we got to drive to get to the drop-off point. Slow but sure. I was going to jump in tonight if you needed me. Oh yeah, you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. The code is in the Discord. Sergey's not here yet, but when he does get here, I've got 2 trucks. We got it pretty well planned out where we're going to load one truck. When that's full, we'll have somebody drive that over and drop it off while the other truck's getting loaded and somebody operating the crane. There'll be a lot of transporting vehicles back and forth as they fill up. Hit that like, tell them hi for you. All right, not a problem, brother. I'll do that. Eat wings for both of us? Appreciate it, man. Now, I like the bone-in wings, so keep that in mind. There's those two. Most of the stuff to be picked up on this side, you know, there's some stuff scattered about, but most of it is all up at the phosphate plant. Almost turned the wrong way. Run while I'm gone. All right, cool, man. Appreciate you. Meow. Hello, Bryce. So, how's everybody's day going today? I mean, it's quite the hike around to get this stuff taken care of. Now, granted, getting vehicles back over to each individual island is fairly easy because all we got to do is recover to that particular base or area. But the trek over here is definitely a long one. Yeah. Don't need to run into the little trailer. Of course, it's really not a trailer anymore. They took the wheels off of it. Alright, look at that. Welcome back to Anbala. And that, oddly enough, well, it's showing up now. The other day I looked at it on the map and it was not showing up. But we're going to grab that and take it with us to get it recycled because it doesn't need to be here anymore. It's just causing trouble sitting there. Barrel stuck in the road. Another one that just pops up underneath of you. Can't do anything about those barrels. And they all seem to reset every time, so. Doesn't this look so much nicer up here? We're at 95 right now. Well, 95 and about a fifth, maybe a quarter. Two-thirds. All right. Off into the unofficial dump site. Hey, Chester, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, I didn't realize that was a recovery area there, too. Huh. That's interesting. All right, what do we got floating around the map otherwise? Let's go to the Vehicles tab. Before I do that, figure out where we need to be. Vehicles, resources. Okay. If we are over here, still in here? Oh, we still have this island here to clear up, which doesn't have a whole lot scattered about. You've got stuff here in the abandoned facility, some large pipes, tractors, and barrels and stuff. And we've got the phosphate plant up here that has stuff scattered around. Bunch of stuff that's going to end up getting thrown in the scrapyard. But for this island, that's pretty much about it. Is just those two areas. Like I say, the phosphate plant and the abandoned facility. You got a little bit of stuff up here where the old garage was at. There's not a whole lot up there. This little village. Handful of barrels, it looks like. There. Over here. Yeah, of course, like I said, the abandoned facility. I already got the two pipes that were left up here. Actually, there's a couple of barrels up here, so I'll have to run back up there to get those. Don't know how I didn't see them before, but I didn't. And that road looks pretty clear. Yeah, give me 1 second, Chester. Yeah, and a couple of barrels down here at the warehouse. And then the rest of it's going to be the central island, which, again, not a whole lot floating around. You got mostly over here at the port, and then over here in Panama. However, in Panama, it's a bunch of little ones and twos stuff scattered about, so that's going to take a little bit of time to pick all that up. So, that's where we're currently at in the process of things. The stuff's fairly centrally located and not a whole lot all over the place. You got a couple of tires scattered about along the edge of the road. I think there's a tire right there. A couple of tires right here. But not a whole lot. Aftermath's Kingdom of Debris tonight. Yes, we are So as soon as I show you that code, Chester, we're going to be over here on this side, up at the phosphate plant is where everybody's gathered. So that's where you'll want to meet me. All right. And with that said, let me pull the code up for you. There you go. Alpha, Charlie, 4, Tree, Juliet. So, this guy, we're going to come down to this lower one because he's got to go back up the hill. Oh, not turning there. And I think this is my turn off. Maybe, maybe not. It's not the one I've been using, I don't think. But I think it'll get me there. Well, maybe it is. Kind of weird approaching the turn from the opposite direction. Yeah, see, now it looks familiar. I'll hold 2 barrels. Had to come all the way back up here for 2 lousy barrels. Starting cleanup process immediately. Yeah, I'm headed back down to the phosphate plant right now. I had to come back up the top of the hill here and grab 2 barrels. I've got those and I'm headed back down that direction right now. So, for everybody watching the stream, can you let me know, is the voice chat or the game sound too high or too low? Because in my SnowRunner last night, someone said that the game sounds were really quiet, but they could hear me okay. I don't know if it's a difference in the games or if it's just something I've got to adjust. Yeah, I know you can adjust it in the settings on Roadcraft. Like I said, I'm not sure if it was something to do with the multiplayer on SnowRunner or if it's something going on both of them. So I'm just kind of curious how it sounds in here. That's a plastic barrel. It can stay right where it's at. Put it low so mommy doesn't realize you're playing. I don't want you getting in trouble now. Won't be a huge deal. Don't worry. Well, again, I don't want you to get in trouble. When I say family-friendly channel, I mean it's respecting the family all the way around, moms and dads and. All right, let's see how the mule does picking this up. Oh, she picks it up pretty good. Alright. Might as well run the tree branch over while we're at it. Make it disappear. And back to crane mode. What do you think? Think it'll fit in that gap, or is that going to be too tight? It might be too tight to get it in there. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably put the wheels in here because this is easier to get into the dump site than the Wayfarer is. The Wayfarer I gotta kind of tow in there with the little tank. But you can grab that tractor that's tucked up in over there. All right, how's this corner looking? Looking pretty good. Looks like we got something over here by the excavator. Another bucket. And another couple of barrels over here. So we will head that way. Now the forklifts I'm not worried about, Chester, because we can't sell them right now. So the most I've been doing is if they're knocked over, standing them upright. Now, mule's going to be slightly overloaded, I'd say. But it's not like it's the first time I've overloaded a truck in this game. Just earned another trophy, not in vain. I wonder if that's because of the cleanup process. Hoping I'm close enough to get that. There we go. I just didn't want to have to move to pick that barrel up. Let's see now. What else we got in there? Nothing that way. So I got that barrel on the corner. And looks like 3 more barrels in there. Oh, and 1 on top of there. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 more barrels in this section. Oh, that one fell over. That's irritating. My own fault because I didn't unstrap and restrap. Nope. Gonna have to fix that. Gotta fix it. Can't get them in there crooked. It'll take my space away. Huge pile of barrels. All right. Let's see now. 1, 2. That's 2 of them. See if I can get a position to be able to grab both of those. And 3. Maybe I can get all 3 of them from here. Got that one. Got that one. Alright, let's see if I can reach this one. Not looking like it. Nope, gotta move for it. Don't gotta move far, but I gotta move. Probably gotta move further than that'll allow. There we go. Alright, there's a barrel up over here. Oh, and there's a barrel there. Really? Of course I'm too far away. And apparently I had one that did not get strapped in when I strapped in. Come on. Fine. Come this way. You can sit in this corner. You just stay right where you're at. That one still isn't strapping in. Because if it were, I wouldn't be able to connect to it. So we'll have to reposition that, I think. Hey, Sergey, you made it. Evening, evening. All right, one slightly overloaded mule, ready to go. All right, what else we got sitting around here? We got all of this section here picked up. So we need to move up into there. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on getting this area cleaned up. I'm going to grab the other Wayfarer here and move it over to this other side. How full is your truck, Chester? Yeah, we got some barrels and stuff. I'll bring the other Wayfarer over to that general area here. You just finished that big pile? Oh, hold on a second. You popping in tonight, Sergey? Or are you gonna spectate? Do I want to know how you managed to do that? I know how you managed to do it. You hit it with the anchors. It's gonna end up upside down when you pick it up fully loaded.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, there he is. Yeah, Chester's got some slight problems over here. I'm not sure I want to give him the bad news that he's going to have to empty that truck out to get it back upright.
Oh yeah, fully loaded truck.
Yep.
Not very well to be craned up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to unstrap your cargo and let it all fall out of there, Chester, and then reload it.
What you guys setting it up over there? The middle island altogether?
I have not done the middle one yet. I'm kind of saving it because it's closer to the final point than this is. So I figured I'd go get the far stuff first.
Yeah, I got you. Alright. You want to get another crane out there?
Well, we've got two cranes over here right now. Oh, did he do it? He got it back upright without unstrapping it.
Nice.
Good work, Chester. Good work. Next time, make sure you've got room for your anchors before you deploy.
Alright, so what do you guys want me to do?
I was gonna say, well, we're loading these up. If you want, the mule is fully loaded and ready to go. It's slightly overloaded. I already got rid of the pipes and the barrels that were up at the top of that hill.
Alright. I also kind of still work in the background here, so if I
Okay.
go silent or stop driving for a minute, it's because I'm typing.
All right. That's cool.
Let me see. I am going to bridge, another bridge, going to a bridge, and then to right. 20-minute drive right here. There is not zero chance I'm going to take over.
I have faith in you. The mule,
So I
not
switched
so
my
much.
I switched my controls to the normal instead of the legacy for cranes.
Uh-huh.
To learn that control. So my ability to thread crane might be severely impacted tonight. Yeah, very different.
Can we get that last one without having to move the crane? No. What do you do with it now? You can take... If you got that truck filled up, Chester, go ahead and follow Sergey. He's heading over to drop the stuff off.
I was hoping for batch today, but it didn't happen. So
No.
probably next week then. Lucky. Right, so Chad, I'm taking bets if we're gonna make it over there, monkeys or not. Everything is paved, so it should be. Well. Yeah, traffic is incoming. Kept them on the proper side of the road.
That makes it real convenient having a nice wide road and the AI is plotted to stay on their own side. Alright, let's see now. So I got these back up in here. Whole slew of barrels. And what else do we got? A couple of buckets. Another barrel there. A few more barrels there. Oh, Chester's off of the crane. What happened?
Uh-oh.
How far did you make it, Chester?
Crossing the second bridge, so there's hope.
Oh yeah, he Chester's at the northern bridge we did. I think he's going after the bucket, and there's a bucket and a barrel there. If you want, Chester, that building you're approaching has tires next to it too. That little trailer building, right there. Loading cargo didn't tip over. Well, that's good. That's good.
Start. It's a good start.
Always better to not tip over.
Doesn't want to go up the hill full of load, I guess.
No, she struggles going up that hill.
I'm gonna get a push from Azov here in a minute if I don't get out of the way. Got it. Don't honk at me.
Well, you know
I
they're
know where your
gonna.
garage is, dude. I have 6 flat tires here in a minute, buddy.
You know they're gonna honk at you. That's just the way of it.
Alright, we're at 95 pipes. And now we're at 100.
Woohoo!
Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can, tires, where are they supposed to go?
That's when you know you got a full mule. When you got 5 pipes worth of stuff in the mule. Alright, and we got barrel in that corner. And then those 2 down there. Well, that pile of them. Alright.
So we got 100 pipes, and I figured by the time we clean this place up, it's going to be more like 200. Can't sell any of them.
But they'll be ready for the next storm.
Yes, for sure. Storm's just going to go off the pipes. Probably have enough pipes to rebuild the whole, all of the pipelines on the map.
Hey, Mr. Joe.
So Joe, how are you?
Oh, it's not reaching way over there. Now completely filled with cargo? Good, 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 good. Hmm. Huh. So you can't set stuff inside those big metal trash bins.
No, you can't.
It just stacks on top. I noticed that with the steel buckets, the excavator buckets too.
Yeah, or even those cement, big cement round things, like the hollow ones.
Uh-huh.
Can't put anything inside them either. Very disappointed. Alright, I'm back.
All right.
Alright, so let's get this cleaned out. We got Hilo over there. You gonna leave Hilos here too?
Yeah, the hilos I'm just gonna leave just because there's no point in hauling them over just to dump them in the scrap pile. All right, the only spot, the entrance over here, the paved entrance in the middle, has got a pile of barrels down between the retaining wall and the building. I think that's all that's left over here in this area. So I'm gonna, if you wanna move the truck over there, I'll move the crane over that way.
Oh, I was gonna get him with mule because I think I
Oh,
can fit
okay.
him, but
Yeah,
I'll get the way there.
yeah. I don't think you can get the mule in there though, because I mean, you'd have to be fighting between these little walls and up behind the building, or go to the other side of the wall. And then once we do that, I think it's up by the garage. We've got the old garage. We got stuff up there, and then over by the warehouse was the only other spots I believe. Oh, this little village has some stuff scattered about.
Chester, you go to the pipe factory. You put the metal in the pipe factory to make more pipes, and then for the golden stuff, the ones factory won't take. Right behind the factory, there is a big pit where it had been used to dump all of the other stuff in. You essentially go there, yourself in the mud, unload, don't unload, just recover, and it will dump the stuff into the pit. Right, I got the truck above this thing.
There, I am zipping that way with the crane right now. Yeah, the only other big area is the abandoned facility.
This
We
is
don't
gonna
have.
be done. This route is on next one is the old garage though, is the next one, right?
Yeah.
No one has a heap of tires and not too much. Probably one load of then there is a building right below that.
Oh, did we have cargo unstrapped while we moved?
No, I unstrapped it myself.
No, because two of the barrels fell over.
They were falling over to begin with. I didn't think they strapped it.
Yeah, that's weird because the one that I just sat in there fell over. Stand your happy butt back up.
Do what you told me not to do and see what happens. Gee, I'm mule, so
You made it in there? It's a tight squeeze, isn't it?
yeah, it's a little tight, but you get stuck.
You get that occasionally. They like to go underneath vehicles. Oh, see, I was going to stick it into yours, but for some reason I can't. I'm not quite close enough to get the boom far enough out to put it in your bed. Got a pretty good swing going with this barrel.
See, sounds like computer is winning.
Never.
Come on.
Cargo recycled.
Right. How many we got in there now?
What do you do? With the yellow cargo? If you look just outside of the steel pipes facility, you'll see a whole pile of yellow stuff flashing at you down in that pit. Take it down there and dump it in there. You'll just drive the truck in there and then recover, and it'll all fall out. Okay. Head on up to the old garage. Hate having an ingrown toenail. Yeah, I feel you on that one, brother.
I'm yet to find the person who liked that one. That's it. Is that it? There's nothing here?
There's nothing left there, so we're gonna head on up to the old garage. Definitely got to start loading these Wayfarers from the front to the rear.
Okay, having issues getting traction.
Yeah, it was just spinning the wheels for a minute. Once it got moving, it's doing halfway decent, but... Chester left. All right, we'll see you later, Chester.
Yep, see you later. Am I going the wrong way? No, alright. Alright, I'll drive around. Found the barrel in the way there, though.
All right. Oh, yeah. She's not liking climbing this hill. Doing it, but not liking it.
Do it.
You can do it. Whole slew of tires up here. And that, my friends, is as far as the Wayfarer is going to make it up this hill for now.
What? Giving up on us.
Oh no, I'm just going to bring the crane up and start loading these tires on the front side so I get some weight over the drives.
Barrels here too. I'm gonna collect a whole heap of barrels by the time I get back there.
I just got attacked by a tree. And it lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. At least 13 tires in this one spot.
Like I got work to do.
I think by the time I stack 13 tires over top of the drive wheels, I ought to have some traction.
You would think that. But let's see what happens. But they actually did the cargo weight and all that stuff pretty good in this game
Yeah.
compared to SnowRunner. So. Alright.
Yeah, because like SnowRunner wouldn't care where you have cargo placed or any of that. But this game, if your cargo's not in the right spot, you're not going to be happy. Nope. Didn't want to pick it up completely. Just wanted to drag it over here.
But this is also in different spots.
So the boss let his genius IT guy talk him into using QuickBooks Online instead of the one on our server, which was great and all, except about 50% of the information on all of our invoices did not transfer over. So, you know,
Yeah,
the girl's got to try to figure out what's supposed to be going where, what the missing information is.
yeah, that started yesterday. Did they fix it today, or are they still working on it?
They're still trying to figure it all out. You know what? We'll grab this barrel out of one barrel in this pile. It's all tires except for one little barrel. Figure I may as well get it out of the way while I'm passing over it.
Right here. So, oh my god, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think barrels here. This ought to be good. Yeah, I can fit it all in.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to get the little tank crane back over there to haul all this stuff
to get
in
'em
there.
out.
Yeah. To be able to get these wayfarers off into the wasteland. No, there's no place to sell anything on the first map or the second map because they were tutorial maps, so they just didn't include them.
Well, it's the same map, they just
Yeah. I don't think they really counted on anybody going through and taking the time to pick up everything that was scrappable or sellable and nobody's actually going to do all this. All right. Down to the last 8 tires in this pile.
Quite a few barrels here.
Of course, I do believe this is going to be a full Wayfarer after I get these tires on here. I'd say it's really technically already a full one, but, you know.
We don't care. I'll load some more.
That's right. Where would the fun be if we didn't overload? Four more. I gotta move that a little bit further. Hey, General Lee, how you doing?
Oh,
Of course my chat on my phone stopped chatting. Playing this game for an hour.
Day or an hour total?
About a week on Sunken, halfway through.
Nice. Sunken is fun. One of my favorite maps.
All right, last tire coming up. Fat thinker, bumped the wrong button. I think we've all done that from time to time.
Closer we get stuck. Come on. I'm gonna let my people go. Let's go.
Ooh. She didn't like that. Oh, if this thing makes it up this hill, I'm going to be amazed.
Silt that gravel, you should be alright. I don't get the fastest. Gravel got it.
A little bit of diff lock would help.
Well, if you're gonna ask for diff lock for this truck, you might as well ask for all-wheel drive too. There are 2 barrels hanging in the air. No, I'm sorry. 5 barrels hanging in the air.
All right.
And not just dropped in that truck. One of them decided to roll down the hill, so I cannot race it with a crane.
I think I'm going to have to use the crane as a tow truck. At least to get it back through here onto the pavement again.
I think there is a route coming out. Oh, the route doesn't come out of there in first one.
No. Oh, hold on. I gotta do something. Gotta turn that off. And we gotta go back in here. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you. You bugger.
Flip that bad boy.
Yep, she's laying on her side.
Well, ram it, not lift it, I guess. Okay.
Well, single point, I think I can do it with single point from the side, but I'm going to try it. Just about had it back on the asphalt, too. Boy, the old Wayfarer's not wanting to do this one.
You're still fighting with it?
It's dragging. It started to come up, and then it started dragging my truck forward. Gator wrestling. All right, let's. I wonder if the little tank crane would work better for this.
Boom down.
Lower center of gravity, heavier weight.
Presumably it's gonna stop dragging it down. I'm happy to report I got all the barrels.
All right.
This thing is pretty full. Gotta head in, but I gotta drop out for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Get this little guy over here lined up. Oof. All right. We are getting absolutely nowhere fast. All right. Let's see what happens if I try pushing from the other side. Unfortunate? Yeah, yeah. That happens occasionally. I'm the king of unfortunate. Dozer. You just use a tank, that's all. Let's see if it's on hard enough ground to be able to drive from here. All it's got to do is get up onto the asphalt. Yeah, huzzah! Come on, hit that asphalt. Alright, we got hard pack under us. Nice. Thank you, Zero. Let's take it out of low and see if we get any kind of speed built up. And come on, we're going downhill. Gravity should be working with us. Yeah, I'm trying to blow the horn on a truck that doesn't have a horn. So far, gravity's only worked against me? Yeah, this is true. You'd think a downhill slope like this, I'd be able to move right along. This is going to be a long, slow trip if I can't get any kind of speed.
Well, what happened to you?
Oh, I got it back up and running.
Oh, but what are you doing 2 miles a second?
Uh,
No.
Even downhill, it's just... I ended up pushing with the little tank crane. They couldn't pull it over, but I swung around the other side and pushed up against where the tires are at. And up she went. When multiple trips start looking preferable.
Yeah. But you cannot go any faster than this?
No, this is it.
You might think that there's something in his tires or something. I don't know. Let's see where I'm going.
That truck just woke up from a nap. Yeah, she's still a little groggy yet.
Try jumping into a different vehicle and then jumping back into this, just in case it's like a glitch or something.
I could, but I mean, it's kind of the same thing that it was doing the other day when we had it overloaded, so.
Mm-hmm. And clearly will take the rest of the stream to get there in that thing. Oh, my camera.
Yeah, she is not the speediest right now. As much torque as a seesaw. Give it this nice, beautiful road to drive on, and just because it's got enough weight in it for about 10 of these trucks, it feels like it can't do it.
My crane was stuck. My truck was stuck in a funny state. I couldn't like look around, so I switched up and I switched back, and I'm better now. So I don't know. You might want to consider.
Yeah, I just tried it with this. I switched back over into one of the cranes and then came back, and nope. Just saving your road 1 foot at a time. You know, here's an idea. Let me try it. Where's that art? Where, oh where? And I'm almost to it too. I'm going to see what happens if I hook onto it and throw it in tow mode. If I make any faster progress. I just happen to have a Malamute parked almost directly above it, so. Towing on. Alright, let's see what happens now.
Alright, I'm watching the stream. Let's see what happens.
Looks like I'm already getting a little more speed. Not a lot more, but it's more. Zero says, yeah, I think it's a bit faster. Like 10%. Yeah, I don't know. Might be better off to bring another truck over and offload some of this.
You'll be passing one by. There is another Wayfarer down on the bottom.
Noticeable, but still slow enough to cancel dinner plans. World class, beautiful game for slow driving, though. Well, yeah. See, I mean, you get to see all the beautiful scenery, take it all in a little bit more this way, instead of just watching me just drive right on by it full steam ahead. And fully appreciate the scenery when moving at this pace. Right. Would you have noticed that white stick right there off to the right side if we were moving any faster? No. See?
Here we go. We're up to 110. 115.
115. All right. Yeah, I think I'm getting into this wide section. I think I'm going to stop it here and I'll bring a crane and another truck over and maybe move some of these tires.
Well, I would start by unstrapping and restrapping to see what happens. See if it's going to get you moving again. Once you get to the wide section.
Yeah, I'm at the wider area right now. Now I got a magic dance happening, and the truck's trying to fall over again. Yeah, unstrapping and restrapping was a bad idea.
Alright.
Everything started dancing, half the cargo fell out. The truck's still trying to dance. Okay.
I think we should unstrap it, upright it, and see what's gonna happen. Get into that bad boy. There you go. It stopped shaking. So.
Well, there's
I
always
think it's
that.
gonna be okay now.
That's a funky looking spot in the road. Must have been a low spot. It's collecting water. That's great when the roads that we paved collect waters in low areas. Well, I'm coming with another vehicle to take some of the weight.
Oh, I got another vehicle here. Just need a crane.
Oh, well, fine.
I'm gonna go get you a tank crane, see if I can upright it with that. Where's your tank?
Parked up at the old garage.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Stepped away for 2 minutes and had to rewind to see what happened. Well, what happened, we tried to see if it was just some kind of a glitch, so we unstrapped and restrapped the cargo, and the truck did not like that activity.
Interesting. I can't get a point from there.
You probably got to go to single point.
And, it doesn't give me a multi-point for the truck either. So I think it's on the single point.
It had a nervous breakdown. It looked like it had a nervous breakdown.
Targeting all of the stuff behind the truck. I don't understand. Oh, here we go.
You're on the truck. Well, he'll push it down.
The crane is in the way. Alright, good. It moves with... I was gonna say it moves with normal speed, but it doesn't. Because it thinks something's stuck behind. Oh, it's because the bed is crooked. Just in my view, it's like bed is sitting on the rear tires. You see this?
There's a barrel jammed underneath of it too. Hang on, I'll see if I can get that barrel. No guarantee that there's nothing else under it.
Alright, I'm gonna try to unstrap and restrap again to see if it's gonna upright the trailer. Pretty messed up right now.
Well, yeah.
Yes, it did. Alright, so this truck is mobile now.
You,
Grab those 2 tires and load them.
yeah, you got a pipe sticking out the side.
No, not on my screen. I noticed those glitches once in a while like that. So at least for me, this truck is okay.
They got to keep. Come on, lay over, you stupid thing. Sure, they did some illicit, immoral things. Well, if they're politicians involved, always something illicit and immoral.
I like that spud thing.
So, what we learned here today, boys and girls, is that the Wayfarer is another truck that does not like to be extremely overloaded. With 197,000 tires.
I'm gonna take this one down, or do you need me to back up to get more loaded into this truck?
I think we should be okay, because actually I think you still have more of it in that truck than what we have to put in this one.
Oh boy. It's unhappy again. What's happening? Nope. It almost thinks like there is something on the tires the way it drives. Kind of hilarious.
Ford Bronco didn't get revived till after he got out. Said long ago that your company is too good for barrels. Gotta know what your time is worth. Yeah, they definitely put a lot of barrels on these maps. Are they worth a lot in steel? I don't think so. I think it probably takes like 600 of them to make one pipe.
Yeah, I had a truck full came out as 5 of them, so I didn't buy truck, I mean. Mule. I don't know if that truck is okay. I really don't. I think it's almost going to be faster to recover and to and pick up this stuff again. Because you already got most of it, and this is just not going anywhere fast. Or anywhere at all for that matter. And I don't understand why.
Probably just doesn't like the weight of all them tires.
No, it behaves odd. It would stop driving and then stop driving and then stop. Got something somewhere, but it's not, so.
Wayfarer tires were suffering from tread envy and protested. Excuse me. I got a dancing barrel on the back of the trailer.
I'm gonna find wide enough spots to recover and then drive back and reload this thing again. It's happening.
Alright.
He wants to tip over again. But no discernible reason.
A little 11th 11 the whole bunch. Holy crap, we got a lot of trucks parked over here right now. Now I got a different dancing barrel, but that's okay. It's a sideboard bed. It'll be alright. Especially now that it fell over. 'Cause now I can tag it. Yeah, this one seems to be moving okay. I still got one barrel over here on the ground yet, but I'll grab that here in a second after I get spun around. Really. What I said really, really cracked you up, huh? And away we go. And we were making such good headway over here, too. Well, that was weird. My screen keeps blipping on me, and then the truck will come to a complete stop like it hit a wall.
Really?
It's done it twice. I don't know if this bridge is quite wide enough for this maneuver.
I thought it was. Ooh.
Yeah, did you see that? That's kind of what it's been doing.
It's that cargo. What's wrong with that Congress, sir? Alright, road is all
It's-
yours, boss.
Poltergeisted. Crane's just around the corner.
Oh, you have company behind you, and it's not good.
Dancing barrels are hacking my graphics card. Ugh. Definitely got to get this load out of here. I think we picked something up that didn't want to leave its point of origin.
Yeah.
You know how, like, Snow Runner, you get some of them maps. What was it? In Season 8, you could pick some of them logs up, load them in your truck, and you'd make it to the end of the water. The ones that were in the water, you'd get to the edge of it, and it'd bring you to a screeching halt.
No, I actually don't remember that one.
First time you're seeing it. It makes driving real difficult because you don't know when it's going to happen. So it's hard to correct for anything that it may do to you. However, I did manage to keep moving enough that the traffic behind me didn't catch up. Hey, Kev, how you doing? I still think it's something to do with the tires. Doing good? All right. Yeah, I'm good myself. Can't complain none. Truck is possessed, but that's besides the point.
Again, you're saying it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I finished every map, so now we're going back through and cleaning the maps up there, Zantana. Just picking up all the debris we can, recycle what was recyclable. Of course, on the first two maps, we can't sell anything, so we're just kind of making a big pile. Whoa. The AI traffic coming right at me, and truck keeps crashing into invisible walls. Makes it awful hard to get over on my own side of the road.
Oh, you can always ram them.
At least then my truck would have a valid excuse for coming to a complete and sudden stop. Artificial incompetence. All right. We are here. All right, 115 becomes 119. And while I'm here, I will let I'll throw these tires in the back of the mule. It's enough pipes to pump oil under the English Channel.
That sounds like fun. Let's do that.
So all of this is a labor of love? Exactly, Zero. A labor of love. Either that or you bought real estate when it was cheap, clean it up to receive tourism. Well, I can not really confirm nor deny such allegations. Yeah, I dare say the problem was definitely something in the cargo.
Oh, it's behaving better now.
Oh yeah, I got the truck emptied and it hasn't hit a wall once. Of course, I put all 4 of those tires into the mule and haven't moved the mule since I loaded it up, so there's nothing that says it's gonna behave.
Well, it is one way to find out, I suppose.
Yeah, take it for a drive. Now, granted, it doesn't have far to go to empty the load, but I could take it for an extra drive just for the fun of it. Also, the Wayfarer hates its own nature. Feeling the breeze along the whole length of the trailer bed. How goes the reload?
Just finished. So let's find out if your theory is right. Oh yeah, your theory was right. I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, the truck just flipped over for no particular reason. What is that?
Well, I mean, it's not completely flipped over.
It's flipped over enough as well. I got it upright.
Yeah, I see that. I'd say take some of them tires out and throw them in here so that you don't have nearly as many of them.
Now it's moving. I don't know what the story is. Hang on. Let's see how far I get with this. That is gonna make me come. There you go.
You want me to follow with the crane?
No,
Just in case.
this thing messed up.
Well, you'll have a moron and a voron behind you and then me.
No, it's okay. This thing is pretty zippy. This is hard pavement.
Well, zippy when it's behaving itself.
For it's a model Wayfair.
Passing them on the outside.
Alright.
Woof. That'll help fucking keep the crane on the road. So it's behaving itself, no glitching out on us anymore?
Not a problem. Driving like it should. Plus, they're gonna need to unstrap at the factory, so we'll see how restrapping we'll get there. How's Sam doing today?
Oh, he's doing all right. He just wandered in here for a second, then wandered back the other way.
Yeah, can if you do your thing.
He lost his first tooth yesterday, but you can see the replacement one's already poking through.
Awesome. Did you give him $1 under the doggy bed or what?
No, because he swallowed the tooth or something. He either swallowed it or lost it outside. Oh yeah. From what I'm seeing, you got that pipe hanging out the outside of the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, and the trailer's doing a little dance.
My screen, everything is kosher.
Bobby, how you doing? Welcome in. Running a little later tonight than usual just because technical difficulties. Those difficulties being dancing trucks and cargo. Got here late. Yeah, but you got here. That's all that counts. Uh-oh. You gonna get out of there?
Yeah, maybe.
Fine, I'll put the anchor away so you can get by.
Much appreciated.
Yep.
For some reason it didn't turn too good once it left the pavement and the AI wasn't back. What's happened?
I was surprised that AI guy that ran into my anchors didn't blow his horn at me.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Biggest drop so far.
Ooh.
It's happy. A little twitchy, but it's happy. Alright, do you go to the pit from the top or from the bottom?
I've been going from the top.
That's about it. Too many rocks here.
Yeah.
You want me to drop it here, or you want to pull it?
No, that's good. Because we don't have a whole ton more to go. And
Where's the next stuff?
all right. Well, there was still a little bit up by the old garage. A couple of barrels. Another tire. Couple more tires. Buckets. Excavator bucket.
Yeah. 8 tires, excavator bucket, and that's it, right?
Yeah, and,
and
2 barrels.
And 3 barrels. 2 barrels.
Sweet. Yeah.
Alright, I'll head over there.
And looks like you got the town pretty well, the little village there pretty well cleaned up, huh?
Yeah. I think I got everything out of there.
Okay, so the only things then
Second.
we've got the warehouse and the abandoned facility then. 'Cause there's a little bit up by the warehouse. Looks like a handful of barrels and a couple of big square units. So I will head up to the warehouse.
Yeah, and I'll finish the old garage. I'll grab that tank crane and load it up. So
And we'll get those two areas cleared up, and then tomorrow we can do the abandoned facility and move on to the central island.
where are your plans? Snow runners, sir?
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Okay, well, Friday.
Get there before me.
Because the area where you had dropped off your everything, that's a recovery area.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can teleport to it.
somebody should give me a memo. I've been driving for 10 minutes. Right. Paving all the roads does make wayfarers a lot more useful. You know?
Yes. Otherwise, we'd have to be trying to load everything on a Zix. Why is that guy driving down the middle of the road? He should be on his own side.
You tell them.
I just did. I just blasted him right in the nose cone. Maybe I'll have to make a slight edit to that part of the route and shift him a little more to the side. Oh yeah, I must have just never edited this to put him on his own side of the road after we paved all that.
I guess we're gonna have to reset the map then, huh?
Sometimes I almost think it's easier to just completely delete the route and start it over as opposed to moving every point or darn near every point.
Yeah, I'm moving every point probably.
Okay. Now they can go on their way again. Reposition the truck here a second so that I can get a better angle on these barrels. What in the world is that barrel hooked on? Okay. Got a barrel that doesn't want to move under there. I think that was the one that didn't want to go anywhere.
Get it?
No, I think in order to try to get that one, I think I'm going to have to get the crane a lot closer. Where I'm parked at right now, it just wants to flip me. See if I can see how many it looks like are still in there.
Throw out.
Yeah. It didn't like something I changed. Oh, he decided to just take an immediate right-hand turn where he was supposed to be turning left. I mean, I'll give him that part of the road was a fairly narrow part of the road, so.
You don't need my truck to load anything else, right?
No.
This is the truck.
Yeah, I think what it is, I think there's just something extremely solid back in there that one barrel won't come up over. Because this one, when I grabbed it, looked like it skipped up over something.
Those things have What's that?
Yeah, that got it. I got it a little bit closer to the building. You know how the winch cables will glitch through the building? And I was able to get directly up over top of it and pick it right up. Of course, now I'm probably too far away from the truck. Maybe not. Oh no, plenty of distance.
Using that big, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a freaking ton of barrels under here. Maybe just to save some effort, just drag them all out from underneath the building first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to fish out from under here. All right. That is the end of those.
You won.
Yeah, I got them all from underneath the building, so now they're in a big pile next to the building. Okay. And then I got smart and backed the Wayfarer up closer to the pile so that I didn't have to swing the crane so far. It's called work smarter, not harder, huh? Running from the police. This is my new home. I live with the pigeon. Well, I guess as long as the pigeon's willing to share. Well, I tell you, they leave from this warehouse up here on a pretty regular basis. Yeah. No garage on this island, but 2 recovery areas. One at the phosphate plant and one down at the bridge.
Guess they anticipated some accidents from folks. my stuff off.
Alright, so then I got, I think, like 5 more barrels to pick up here. And this will be cleaned out. So then the only thing we'll have left is the abandoned facility over here. Have I ever had king crab or any nice seafood? As a matter of fact, Ged, I have. When I was stationed in Egypt, we used to eat king crab on almost a weekly basis. Only our crab legs that we had there were not the short little stuff you get in the restaurants around here. These were ones that were roughly about 2.5 feet long and about 4 inches thick. We got the real good stuff. Was it like the Alaska ones? Well, I've never had it from Alaska, but this was coming right out of the Red Sea. What places was I stationed? Well, like I said, I was in Egypt for 6 months. I was here stateside. I was stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia, and Fort Bragg, North Carolina. My guard unit was here out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I spent 6 months I spent a year and a half in Iraq, 2 months in Kuwait, and a month and a half in the Mojave. A lot of desert time.
Desert.
Yeah, lots of desert time. Makes you wish for a nuclear winter? Nah. Alright, last barrel from up at the warehouse.
Alright.
I wish that, when we had that Wayfarer so overloaded, I wish that wouldn't have glitched out on us, because I was going to take my screenshot of that thing crossing the bridge like that. Because that would have been a good shot.
Oh, dude. You know what's gonna be fun? There are a number of barrels. I say over 10. Second floor of that building.
Oh, that parkour building?
I have to get a crane up there. Probably possible with an epic. Easy.
Well, the Epic is free.
No, I'm not going to do this now. This
Yeah.
is inside the industrial zone.
Yeah, inside that abandoned facility.
I'm not waiting. Got 4 big pipes. May not be able. Probably 2 will work, but the rest of the discussion. And tractor. And 2 tractor. Molar pipes.
This load just feels really light compared to the last load.
Did I just stacked it up all pretty and stuff? Huh? Look at that 4 in a row. Beautiful thing, man.
I know. It just lined them right up. Imagine how many barrels I could fit in this trailer lining them up like that. And then if you double stacked them,
Oh boy.
that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. 30 barrels in here, plus the 2 big cans. Alright, I think once I get these ones delivered, we will call it a stream at that point. Because it is already my bedtime. Which, fortunately, we have the holiday coming up. So, and I'm on vacation all next week. Still got to work Saturday, though, but that's only a half day.
You're not working tomorrow?
No, tomorrow we work. Work tomorrow, no Friday, then I have half a day Saturday. And then I am off for the next week.
Nice.
Which will drive my boss nuts because he always likes to call me, but I got yard work to do, and when I'm outside in the yard, my phone is in the house. And when I'm in the house, I'll probably be doing this. which means my ringer will be turned off. I only had one vacation where he didn't pester me, and that was because the day before I left for my vacation, I looked him right square in the face and I said, I will not answer my phone for anybody from Accurate Engines. I said, I am tired of every time I go on vacation, I get 10 phone calls a day. It was the only time that I didn't get any phone calls from him. Tell you though, the steel pipes facility looks a lot different with all the freaking crap cleaned up out of it. Alright, we're at 121. 127. Oh, they stuck me out on the road.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Ooh, that ain't gonna work.
Just gonna ask. Is there a plan? Look at that parking job. They're like a pro.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta make them corrections, but, you know. If you've seen the armory that I had to park semi-trucks in up here in Grand Rapids, you'd understand why I can do that. Alright guys, we're going to end the stream there. I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And hit the little notification bell so you know when we go live. Sergey?
Yep. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
And with that, we will see you next time. Have a good evening.